These two women facing off to be the face of District 20. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with rising tensions between two candidates.
On your screen is Democrat Alonna Berry and Republican Nikki Miller, who are racing in the 20th District seat, Delaware House of Representatives race. That seat was vacated when Stell Parker Selby resigned. Coast TV News reporter Emma Aiken live in Milton. Emma, the special election 1 week from today, but a lot of people are voting early.
Maddie, as people head into the polls to cast their ballots, those two names they're seeing are raising several questions on both sides. This empty House seat is what Democrat Alonna Berry and Republican Nikki Miller are fighting for in District 20's special election on August 5th. But like any election, it hasn't been without a little tension. Both women are running with their education experience at the forefront of their campaigns. Miller, a longtime educator and former Cape Henlopen High School principal, argues that Berry never held a teaching license.
I have my credentials, I have my certification, I never let it lapse. And I would just say, speaking upon me, is that I have the experience in education to be the lead in education, if that's what we're going on.
Berry, a former math teacher, instructional coach, and school founder, says she had her initial license and then moved to roles that didn't require a continuing license.
Like many educators who transition from the classroom into leadership roles, policy, or nonprofit work, there's not a requirement to keep your certificate active. So that was true for me, as it is for many others.
Miller also alleges Berry did not vote in the recent Cape Henlopen School Board election and never voted in a referendum.
I know life is busy. We're all busy, so you have to find ways to be able to get around it. And sometimes things happen and you might miss one, but 3 opportunities I did show up and vote for all 3 because it is important to me.
Berry says for the school board, she was dealing with health complications involving childbirth and did not provide comment on the referendums, but says she doesn't believe it was a total of 3 recent elections, as Miller said.
I am committed to doing is making sure that our voting process is more accessible to voters in our district. And that includes ensuring that early voting is a part of the process for referendums and for school boards.
Tensions rise as the number of votes does too. Miller's campaign also expressed concerns over her candidate information not being on the Department of Elections website until yesterday morning. Miller says she does not believe this was intentional, but sees how it could raise questions. Berry says she can't speak on behalf of the Department of Elections, and the department themselves says this was a human error that they will work to prevent in the future. Reporting live here in Milton, Emma Aiken, Coast TV News.
Now, early voting continues, as you saw where Emma was live. Right now it's happening. The Delaware Department of Elections says over 3,000 people have voted in 4 days. That's about 16% of District 20, which is the Lewis and Milton areas so far.
And if you want to join that 16%, here's how you do it. People can head to the polls anytime from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. today, so you got just a little bit more time to go. From July 30th to August 3rd, early voting runs from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. This is at the Lewis Elementary and Mariner Middle School. Election day itself, that's August 5th, with polls open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m.